What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Even though it feels like a Monday, let me tell you. It's my first week starting with bringing Anthony to school. And it has been a shit show all day, let me tell you. I had some errands I had to run for things that we're trying to get done. I literally feel like I was in and out of the car, and either way, I was in and out of the car, and it was constantly like out, back home, out, back home, out, back home. So it just didn't stop. It was insane. So technically this is like a happy Monday for me, because that's what it feels like. The day has rushed by. Usually when you have a ton of things you have to do, the time flies, and that's usually how it goes, and that's what happened. Before I knew it, here I am, driving this time my car to work. So it's been a very interesting day. On a plus side, Anthony goes to MCTI full time this year, so I don't have to drop him off till 7:30 in the morning, and I get to pick him up at 2:05. So that gives me a lot more time in the morning. Not much time more, but a little bit more time in the morning, and it gives me more time in the afternoon. So I'm getting up at 6:45, and I was having to be at the bus by 6:45 last year, so this is nice, very nice. And last year I couldn't pick him up until 2:20, so I was really crunched for time with picking him up. I would literally pick him up, tell him to tuck and roll, get out of the car, let's go, I gotta go to work. That's basically how it was. Now I pick him up. I had probably like 15-20 minutes to go before I had to leave, and that was nice. I got to change Jackson, get him situated, give him a nice pop because it's 900 degrees outside, and yeah. So my how to make time for yourself. I'm curious how this is gonna go now that I have to get up every other week as of right now to do these things, on top of other things we have going on top of Jackson, on top of the house. I don't know, it's crazy, it's insane. Like, how much can one person do? I feel like I'm asked that a lot, like, let's see how much you can do. I actually my job, because of safety reasons, you have to wear closed-toed shoes. I had my flip-flops on all day because it's really humid and hot out. All day long with my running in and out, I was in flip-flops. I grab my stuff, I get my book bag on for work, grabbing everything. I'm like, right, bye, I love you. Anthony takes Jackson from the door so he's not freaking out that I'm leaving, and distracts him. I shut the door, it's locked behind me, and I look down and realize, oh, you have your flip-flops on. So I had to put my stuff in the car, go back, unlock the door, run upstairs, put my shoes on, and then do all of that again, because Jackson then saw me in the house again and was like, oh, hey, how's it going? That was quick. So it's been a day, let me tell you. And what's funny is all day felt like Monday. So I'm hoping, because I'm a day behind on myself mentally, I will. What is the deal with my bangs today? They just keep like separating right down the middle of my head. Ugh! What's that? Oh, that's my ponytail. I had no time to really like work on myself at all today, so I just threw it back. That's it. It's back. Nobody cares anyway. I wear a hairnet and safety glasses and a smock at work. It's not like I'm seeing customers. So, yeah. Anyway, it's been a day. That's all I can say. Our endeavor that I don't want to get into detail about that we're doing right now, I don't want to just keep it between us, but our little endeavor is taking up a lot of my time, a lot of my time. That's all I can say. So yeah, this should be pretty interesting. I managed to get on my computer for a little bit and try to edit one of my videos I've been trying to get up. This one's going to take me a little bit because I don't really have much time to put into it. So, and this weekend we're booked. We're completely booked. We are going to Lantern Fest on Saturday. Hopefully the weather holds out. I'm really, really excited. We did it last year, and let me tell you, yes, it's not cheap. I think it could be a little cheaper considering if you do the math, how many people go to this thing. They're making bank, without a doubt. Whoever thought of this is a brilliant mother effer, let me tell you. Because they are making money. And I'm a little annoyed because this year they're charging us for parking, which I think is outrageous considering that when you get the tickets on sale, they're $45. $45. It's not really a sale. And then as it gets closer, it becomes more expensive. Like just a couple of weeks ago, they were, I think, $55 or $65. So these people are making buku money by doing this event. And I am super, super, super excited. If you don't know what the Lantern Fest is, I'm kind of advertising for it. Look it up. It is absolutely one of the most amazing, spiritual, calming, center, grounding yourself moment. I can't express it any other way. It's just so amazing. I was actually going back and looking at my pictures from last year, and I just got that feeling, like the chills on my arm, like, oh my God, we're gonna do this again. This is so cool. We are gonna make this an every year thing, as long as we can do it financially. But as long as you buy the tickets ahead of time, like way ahead of time, you're fine. You're not spending as much money. It's still pricey, but when you get your ticket comes with your lantern that you're gonna light, a lighter, a Sharpie marker to write on your lantern, and a little set to make s'mores, because they have, as long as you get there on time, you can get a fire pit. They also have VIP passes where they just set all that stuff up for you and you don't have to worry about it. Those are expensive. But I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. We are meeting up with my mom, my dad, both of my aunts. And I just think that this is going to be so much fun. The only issue that we might have, well, not might, definitely will have, is Jackson. Last year we went, he was this little fat ball of fat. This year, he's this little skinny Ethiopian looking child that all he wants to do is run and climb and say hi to people. So it's gonna be a challenge sticking him in one spot. I'm definitely going to try to keep him as occupied as I possibly can. I thought my radio just cut out. What's going on? But no, it's the song. So I'm super, super excited. I've been looking forward to this all year, and I'm so glad that we get to share it with my mom and dad. They are the most important people to me, other than my children and my husband. And I'm just so excited to be able to share it with them. I'm so excited to especially be able to share it with my one aunt. Both of my aunts, but overall my one aunt, because she's my aunt that my cousin just passed away not that long ago. So this is gonna be a big thing. And then Sunday we have a barbecue at my mom's, and so the weekend is booked. That's it. There's no time. So I'm crunched this week for time on getting stuff done. I'm crunched on time for cleaning. I'm gonna have to make sure I stick to it. Oh, excuse me. I scarfed down a chicken salad sandwich a little bit before I left because I had no other time. What else? I'm getting distracted. These people sometimes when I'm driving, I just can't believe it. I should just have a dash cam on so you can see how stupid some of these people drive. And 90% of them, like, oh look, car seats in the back. Like, get are in the car, dude. Chill. Anyway, yes, I'm super excited. We do have a very busy weekend ahead of us. We did relax a little bit this weekend, not as much, but we did. We did get to relax a little bit. But that's really it. I mean, it was just one of those things that you looked forward to your 3-day weekend all week, and then before you knew it, you blinked and it was over. It was gone, you know. And Sunday, I was pretty burnt out. I was tired. So I didn't really get to be as fun as I wanted to be because I just was tired. That is the one downfall with this whole trying to do all of this as much as I can is I'm exhausted. I tried the shakes, the fruit and vegetable shakes. Don't get me wrong, they do help, but the prepping of all of them, like I even tried to buy frozen stuff in general, fruits and vegetables, to try to make it easier to prep, quicker prep time. It's still a prep. It's still a prep. It's still something extra that I'm now doing. Is it beneficial? Absolutely. When I'm crunched for time the way that I am, it's not beneficial for me in a short term, basically. In long term, yes, because it's good for you. So I can't say it's not. But so I have been slacking on that part. I haven't really been doing the shakes, but I have been, for the most part, watching what I eat, how I eat it, and, you know, cooking with healthy items and such. So I'm still working on that. Now is the time where I'm going to start getting affected by either a cold or allergies, and I can feel it because my head feels like it's like wah, 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 wah. So my nasal cavity is probably all congested due to the weather change, the humidity, the air conditioners, and all that sort of stuff. So it's fun. Good times always. But overall, I did all the laundry yesterday, including bed sheets. So I try to do that at least once a month. And say that because it's not easy to get to all the time. But once a month at least it gets done. So laundry was done, which I always do on a Monday anyway. Today was supposed to be sweep and mop. I swept and mopped Sunday. So I'm not going to sweep and mop either till tomorrow or Thursday, because there's just no point, really. It's not going to be that bad that fast, hopefully. And then take it from there, see what happens. I mean, with this little endeavor that we're going through, I don't know what's to come and what's going to happen next, what I have to do next. So that's all going to fall when it falls. I don't know. But I did today sit for about, I would say, almost a half an hour, just getting to a half an hour. I sat on my laptop and started to edit a video. It started working out okay, and then it got to a point where Jackson thought it was funny to try to touch the buttons. He thought it was funny to try to rip the screen back or put his fingers on it, and then when I would tell him no, he'd get mad and like swish his hand like this on it. So it got to a point where I was like, you're done. So I took the laptop, put it up high, and I was working like this, which was not fun. So I did that for a little while, and then I got to a point where I felt like I was rushing because I was on a time limit. At that point, I knew that I had to leave to go get Anthony in 20 minutes, and I didn't want to be getting caught up in trying to edit a video when just the time goes so fast when you're editing. You don't even realize because you're concentrating on every second of that video. So I was like, screw it, save, go to it later, and close the laptop, walked away from it. So, I got done what I could, but I felt like near the end I was kind of rushing, and then I almost felt like I have to go back because I feel like I might have cut out a few of the pieces of the video that I wanted to keep in because I wasn't really paying attention. I was more paying attention to Jackson because as I was getting ready to save and close the program, Jackson was up on the table. And it's just like that, within a second. The kid, he knows now how to get up chairs, and steps. So now that's his new fun thing to do. and he's fallen off twice that I know of, and doesn't faze him. He still continues to do it, so whatever. But anyway, that's it. That's my story so far. Hopefully my day at work is as fast as it was for me at home today. That would be awesome because Tuesdays are usually really slow. And that's about it. It's 88 degrees out with the humidity probably about 91. And just glad that I don't have to work outside. Feel sorry for the people who do, including my husband. He works outside, so I hope they're staying hydrated in this because this has been pretty bad lately. Don't get me wrong, I like the heat, but when it gets hot to where you can't do anything, it's kind of miserable. So other than that, I'll touch base with you guys another time. We'll see how this week pans out. Let's see what happens. I'm sure that I'm probably going to be dead and rolled over in my grave by the end of the week because the weekend's going to go so fast and all the prepping that I have to do for that is enough. So, yeah. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me waste your time. Apologize if that's how it was taken, but just figured I'd drop on in, say what up, and that's about it. Happy Tuesday.